lately our nation feels like it's doing nothing but just playing a big game of tug of war between one side and another. They're arguing, cussing, fighting. Everybody's hating. These people with Trump derangement syndrome. The media is just bombarding all of us constantly. It's my fear that it's going to break America apart and separate us even more. And they'll blame the president for all that division, when truthfully, it's the media themselves that's dividing. It's the people who are constantly have nothing nice to say when there's good shit happening. Those are the people who are the problem. Not our president. Not Donald Trump. What is up, my friends? Good morning. It is a fabulous, a little bit sticky, but beautiful Wednesday morning. You're in Arkansas, it's enchilada day. If you have an enchilada store close to you in your proximity, go find yourself a plate of enchiladas today. Hopefully you'll have beans and rice with it, a little bit of salsa and chips. That makes my Wednesday every day. Ain't nothing better than enchilada special. At least where I'm at. I could eat Mexican food every day of the week. President Donald J. Trump and the media and these hashtag resist asshats who are ingrained in their government right now. They're fixing to have a rude awakening, these hashtag resist asshats. You've got people in other countries saying that the president should get a Nobel Peace Prize. Well, I don't think so. Not alone, maybe the whole group of them who do this. If North Korea and South Korea do end the armistice and they do have peace and denuclearization, well then I think everybody involved needs to get that Nobel Peace Prize. It's worth it. But in that process, Donald Trump probably get one. No, they can give him away no matter what. Obama got one just for being elected. I don't understand. I don't even know what Obama got his for. I doubt Obama knows what he got his for. And hell, he was passing out medals his last couple of weeks to Ellen and Tom Hanks and all these other people who just pushed his narrative on TV. So that right there shows you that is how deep this resist goes. Kimmel, Ellen, I've mentioned her already. Oprah even. You got all these people who just have nothing nice to say. And they're constantly trying to race bait and say stupid Jim Acosta and April Ryan asking her, since Trump says that all this stuff is breeding a problem in California, they're trying to say it has something to do with race. That's bullshit. It's stupid. The media is trying to hurt our country. Even local news now doesn't focus on news. All anybody focuses on is politics. Fox had a congressional Fox had a congressional debate on last night. Is that fucking stupid or not? So politics is on a national scale now, and you can't really get away from it. And what you got to do is tune out every once in a while. Get yourself something to do, a hobby. Do something that hasn't got your head all fucked up constantly with politics. Now you remember what happened during the primaries. That was all anybody talked about. That was it, was politics. And it drove America crazy. It was driving America insane. There are people who thinks it's actually life or death situation. When in America, ain't nobody just gonna die. It doesn't happen. These asshat pundits and politicians constantly spewing lies on both sides, Republican and Democrat. Don't think that I'm just a Democrat. Just a Republican. I was an Obama Democrat. I was a Clinton Democrat. I voted for Bill Clinton, the first president I ever voted for. I voted for Barack Obama twice, regretfully. It's sad. Oh, look at this. It's just starting to turn pink. Look at that off in there. And all that's going to look pretty too whenever it hits. Woo! Beautiful. Yes. You have to find some way of getting away from politics. Stop watching the news so much. Get off of Twitter. Delete your Facebook profile. Get the hell away from Facebook. The only time I've ever regretted not having Facebook since I have gotten off of it and deleted it, well, it was when I lost my dog. And I still got the dog back without Facebook. So, I'm telling you, you don't have to have Facebook. You don't have to be involved in fucking this barrage of information. That even is what broke the fucking Garden of Eden. Too much information. TMI. Please understand. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what your personal beliefs are. I don't care what race you are. I don't care about anything like that as long as you're not trying to hurt somebody and you're good to other people and you try to help. That's all I care about. I love you. I care about you and I'm thinking about you and I am praying for you daily. Because when I pray for myself, I pray for everybody. A couple times a day. God help us all. Because we need it. Holy shit, do we need it. These people are going to get even more insane. They're attacking Kanye West for speaking his mind, for saying that it was a choice, slavery was a choice. And I can tell you, slavery was a choice. It was a choice for the Irish, who sold themselves into indentured servanthood, who came here and were abused. It was a choice for the Chinese, who came here and worked on the railroad and did this and that. I don't know how much of a choice it was for the blacks, the Africans and the Nubians, and for all those people who were sold into slavery or born into slavery. Not much of a choice until slavery was abolished. And ever since then, in one form or another, they've been trying to enslave us all, regardless of race. Now they'll box us, and that is their way of doing it. Division, divide us all, because we can't, if we're not together, we're a weaker force. You understand? If you're a slave now, if you're a slave in America right now, it's choice. You can be slave to someone who's telling you how to think and what to think. You saw Maxine Waters telling Kanye West that he's speaking out of turn. He just needs to shut up. That is what I'm talking about. Ideological slavery. They have you convinced that if you don't think everybody in the country needs to pay to a socialist program for health care, and pay way too much, by the way, because I lost my insurance that was paid for by my company and I ended up having to pay for it 3 or 4 times as much. It about broke us. Obamacare. And now that mandate is gone, I don't have to worry about it. You see, that was in itself a form of slavery. It's financial slavery. Just like welfare state. The welfare state, they'll give you a check just as long as you rely on it. Because you can't pull yourself up out of a situation and stay on welfare until you don't need it anymore. Because welfare is only for people who don't work, who don't apply, who don't do good things for themselves. They want you reliant on them. And don't get me wrong, I was on welfare. I know this system. I understand what it's like to be reliant on the government. Good morning. See, that's so bright and beautiful. It ain't even gonna look good for the camera. But trust me, that is a sexy motherfucking sunrise. Get your head out of politics, and it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be nothing but politics rammed down our throats until this mid-term election is over, and then it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be more the same. As long as Donald Trump is president, this is gonna happen, because the media is run by the left. The media is run by the loudest people, the ones who complain all the time, the ones who want to keep you ideologically enslaved. Because I once was ideologically enslaved by them. I understand. I know. I got out of that. And I realized that the only way that we can take care of ourselves is by actually taking care of ourselves. Thinking for yourself. Don't rely on them to tell you what to think. Because if you don't realize it right now, that's what they're doing. All of them. People are starting to pull back from politics, and now they're just getting drawn right back in. It's time for this and that. They can divide us, put you in a box. You're black, you shouldn't be doing this. You're white, you shouldn't be saying that. You can't wear that dress. By the way, that little girl who wore that damn dress made me feel like an old pervert, because I couldn't compliment her on how good she looked, because she was way too fucking young. But damn. Incidentally, that was her Twitter handle. Damn, whatever her name was. And it just, yeah. Woo. That was probably what the problem was. That these fat old women don't look like that. So they're jealous of it. And they don't want it. Just like forcing young girls to strap their boobs down because they have big boobs. You can't wear that. You can't wear this. And then put cheerleaders in a fucking super short, tiny thing. It's bullshit. It's objectifying. And they're doing it. And they're all for it. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a short skirt, though. I've talked too long. It's time for me to get off here. But I want you to know that I love you, regardless of any reason you can think of that I shouldn't love you, other than you're an evil motherfucker. I love you. I care about you, and I'm thinking about you, and I'm praying for you. And there are people who can vouch for that I am not someone who hates you because of who you are or what you were born like. Have a good day. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Find some enchiladas. They'll make your day. Y'all have a good one.
Lil Doggy!